Here's an interview from one of our past shows on Rock and Metal Revival. If you're interested in hearing full shows, go to our Facebook page and check out our list of affiliates for times and places where you can hear Rock and Metal Revival. There's the latest single from Tesla called Cold Blue Steel. It's a great to hear new music from Tesla. And they are back out on the road, still kicking ass live. And with us today is Tesla vocalist Jeff-Keith. Welcome back to the Revival, Jeff.
All right, thanks, guys. I appreciate it, man.
Hey, Jeff, I am just loving this new single, a real rough, edgy Tesla again. Tell us a little bit about this new single.
Well, Frank lives up around the other side of Folsom Lake outside of Sacramento in El Dorado Hills, and I live in Granite Bay, which is on the Interstate 80 side, and I just 20-minute drive. I'm up at Frank's, and so we get together at least every Thursday at least and just try to, play around, come up with new licks. Next, a couple months ago, he came up with this lick. Next, it's like, let's take it here, let's take it there. And what inspired it was, of course, with everything that's going on, but was Saturday Night Special.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Leonard Skinner. You know how Ronnie talked about, why don't we dump all the people to the bottom of the sea?
Mm-hmm.
So it was inspired by that, / all kinds of things like Jimi Hendrix and, Robin Trower, all that stuff. So we came up with this song, and gosh, didn't we re-released it, I think, with a new remix. But we're getting ready to come out with another new single, a song we just put together here last month or whatever, and that's going to be coming out. I don't know when the release date is, but next probably 6, 7, 8 weeks.
Nice.
And it's called Time to Rock.
Nice.
Cool. So
we're having fun still writing songs. We like to write songs.
Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
So will we hear Cold Blue Steel and the other new one live when you're playing around?
Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
Nice. Do you got a favorite song to play live in front of a crowd?
Oh my gosh, boy, it's like picking your favorite child. Or something. But
yeah, no.
I mean, we usually open the show now with Modern Day Cowboy. She's like, bam, right out of the gate.
Yeah.
And we're just all of them are fun, But What You Give is like one of my all-time favorite Tesla songs.
Yeah.
But how can you not love Love Song? And then we play Susie. People go crazy, and then we play Signs, and
yeah.
So we got a lot of staple songs that people want to hear, So
yeah,
it gets tough when you only have an hour and a half.
Exactly.
And you've got, I don't know how many records we got, 5, 6, 7, 8. But it sometimes trying to squeeze everything in an hour and a half can be one of the toughest things I do.
I bet.
Yeah, Jeff, now, on your last album, you guys had Phil Collin of Def Leppard produce the album for you. Now, is he going to be working with you again on the next album, or are you guys going to produce your own music from here on out?
Well, here at this point, we don't even know when we're making our next album, because these days, it's like the old school days with Hank Williams and all that. You can put a single out.
Yeah.
Instead of on a record, a little 45 record, it's on an iPhone or whatever you call it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or social media. I don't go on the internet, so I don't know all the terms, but I know now you can release singles like they used to do in the old days instead of having a whole record. But we plan on writing a whole record maybe in the next year or two.
Nice. So now, are there any songs in your catalog that you haven't played live that you'd like to?
Absolutely. There are some songs, and we've even tried it before, and went, I guess it's great on the record, but doesn't go over well live. But we played just about all of them. I mean, when we went out, like with Jamie Lee Roth, Alice Cooper, and then did Texas Jim, and then went out with Def Leppard for 14 months for the whole Hysteria tour, you only have your first record to play off of, so... But, and then next, you come out with the second record, and then Love Songs became some kind of hit. I don't know. But, we start playing, like Heaven's Trail and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, we've all, we start out with the first record, but then once you got 2 records, then you got a few more songs you can throw in there. And next, we're however many records down the line. But we did the record with Phil, and it was a lot of fun because, he he does a different kind of approach than we do. But it was a lot of fun because usually with Tesla, we'd record a song, the basic rhythm track, and then we would add to it or replace the scratch vocal and all that stuff. But with Phil, what was fun was we would come into the studio and he would go, I won't do any English accent, but he would go, we're going to work on the chorus on this song, then we're going to skip over and work on the bridge on this song, and then we're going to work on the second verse on this song. And so it was fun doing it like that, skipping around stuff. And we just followed his lead, and it was fun. And I think it came out to be a great record. And it was definitely a record following his lead because we're used to just being our goofy selves and just doing kind of what we do. And we're not trying to write hit songs or anything. We just are writing songs from the heart.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's mine? So how's this Dave Rude guy working out for you guys? He's been in the band for quite a while now, it seems.
Hey,
but he's
Dave
still the
Rude
new guy. He's still the new guy.
No, he's been there for like 16, 17 years now. He's the greatest thing since sliced bread, man.
Nice.
Yeah, we love Dave.
Yeah, we love Dave too. And Tommy left in 95. We stayed at 4-piece waiting for him to come back. That didn't work. Then we split up for 4 years, had a hiatus, and then we got that together. And with Tommy, and then come 2005, we all went clean sober trying to help him, and it just didn't work out, So next, Frank found Dave Rude on MySpace, and he had all these inspirations, and Tesla was somewhere in the middle, and Frank called him up. Next, he's the guy.
Nice. He's been kicking it
He's
since.
a great guy.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. First of all, you got to have a person that you love to be around,
Yeah.
And then he's a great guitar player, and he's a great songwriter. So he brings so much, just all the great things you want to bring to the table,
Nice.
We call him our young spring chicken.
Well, that's funny. Now, Jeff, you guys have been back out on the road since the beginning of May. I mean, how does it feel getting back out on stage? Because I've always thought of Tesla as just one of the greatest live bands I've ever seen. And with the COVID shutdown, that had to be rough on you guys.
Oh, my God. 18 months of nothing. Around the world. And then last August, we got to go out, and then we had to turn the buses and truck around because a couple of positive tests came up in the camp. And then so September, October, November, we got to play a bunch of shows with Leonard Skinner and play our own shows. And we went down to Cancun, and it was great. And then usually we get the ball rolling like around March, but we've just been doing flyouts this year, and now we're just out here just getting the ball rolling. We played like Louisville last night, St. Louis the other night, Dubuque, Iowa, but now we're on buses and we're, doing the full-on tour thing because we were just doing flyouts because from what I understand, the promoters were skeptical at the end of last year what the numbers were going to be like with COVID and all that, so they didn't start booking stuff heavy until now.
Oh, wow. So,
yeah.
Man.
But it's great to be out here playing live because Tesla, that's our favorite thing to do. We love writing songs, but one shot through and play that song and pour it out. My favorite thing to do is perform them live,
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Now, I see Frank Hannon on Facebook all the time with different guitars playing solos and stuff, and he's always got a different guitar, and it's like, all right, how many guitars does he take on tour, and how many does he end up with when he comes home? It seems like...
Oh, my gosh, he has a lot at home. He depends on which ones he takes on the road, but I know one of his favorite ones is from his father-in-law, Dickie Betts.
Oh, yeah,
and
that SG.
I think what is it? The SG, the root beer color or something? Yeah.
Yeah, that thicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
That's definitely one of his favorites. Of course, he always brings his double neck, and these guys, they get their favorite guitars and stuff, and it's awesome.
Hey, Jeff, now the last time I talked to you, we had you on the air, you guys had just finished the Live at Abbey Road Studios, and I still watch that video, that DVD all the time. What was it like to be recording in the same place that the Beatles had made history?
Are you kidding? It's like got to be the most memorable, like most highlighted studios ever recorded. The Beatles and a lot of other bands I heard, like The Who and all kinds of bands. They recorded there too. But the Beatles with Abbey Road, you know, that one of my favorite records, and it was great. They had the cameras there. We were recreating 30 years later from the 5-man acoustical jam. Now we're, you know, 5-man London jam in London, not just in London, but at Abbey Road Studio.
Man,
that had to be unreal.
That was fantastic. I was like, oh my gosh.
Man, I
to
bet.
be within them walls and know that those guys came up with all that stuff in there. Wow.
Exactly. That must have been crazy.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Now, the music business has changed a lot since the mid-'80s and stuff.
Right.
What do you see as the good and the bad parts? Good and the bad compared to back in the day?
All right, well, the good thing for me is I'm still a guy that stuck in the 70s, and we came out in the 80s, and we all still got our hair, and I don't mind when people go, man, that ain't right, they're calling you a hair band. It's like, hey, man, we came out when there's hair bands. But you know what? We never changed the songs the way we wrote. Even when, like, grunge came in, we just stayed true to our roots, and we still stay true to our roots to this day. Now, it might favor you to try to blend in more a little bit with something, but that's what our fans and the band loves about Tesla is we're not trying to fit in what's the newest flavor of the week. We just write songs the way we write, and if it makes you less popular, we're not in a popularity contest. We just are writing songs from the heart. So that's the good thing there. Now the bad thing, I don't know. I don't go on the internet at all.
Good for you.
And these guys know how to handle social media. They know what's good for this. They know what's good for that. I'm just the guy, 36, 37 years later, they're still handing the microphone to.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. You know,
so, I don't know all the new school stuff. I'm very slow with that.
Hey, Jeff, from the first time I saw you guys play at Summerfest in Milwaukee in June of '87 till the last time I saw you play up here in Madison, I always felt like you guys leave it all on the stage. That Summerfest show I will never forget as long as I live. Now, I got to ask you, Jeff, do you still get that same feeling when you hear the first notes hit, go out and you hit the stage here in 2022?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's just a natural thing. Don't think about it. Wow, let's go. I remember the Summerfest. Our first one was, 87?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my gosh, and people are hanging off chain link fences. It was
nuts.
Off the hook. Love it. Love this. I love that, man. Those were great shows. I love all the shows, but those were very memorable.
Nice.
You betcha.
All right, now a serious question. We talked about the song "What You Give," one of your favorites, and I'm wondering, you think that song could have went to another level if you added some cowbell?
You know what? A cowbell can take anything to another level. Yep. As long as you don't overplay it and just doop, 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 doop. But if you start doing jazz on it, like doop, 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 it wouldn't work.
No, not at all.
That's me.
Well, Jeff, go ahead.
I was going to say, a cowbell, you can't hardly mess something up with a cowbell.
Hey, here in Wisconsin, it makes you a big hit.
Yeah,
what
definitely.
A cowbell does, yeah.
All right. Well, that's good.
Good to know.
Hey. Now, Jeff, we're looking forward to you guys are going to be here in Wisconsin twice in the near future. You're going to be at Ho Chunk Gaming in the Wisconsin Dells or Baraboo on July 2nd, and then at the Wisconsin State Fair on August 11th with Fuel. Hey, what can the Tesla fans expect to see when they come out and see you on this round?
We're going to get out there and kick ass on stage the best we can. Every time we get on that stage, we give it everything we got. And sometimes you go, well, that didn't sound like everything you got. And it's like, well, at the moment it was. But we just get out there and just have fun.
Nice.
That's the first thing. Us five guys are up there having fun. and the people are vibing on that. And so the people vibe off us, we vibe off the people, and it's full circle. Let's
Nice.
all have a great rock and roll experience, right?
Exactly.
Nice. Yes.
And have the
Exactly.
people walking out going, that was badass, man.
Outstanding.
That's what we like.
Well, I've got my tickets to see you on July 2nd. I'm looking forward to it. And Jeff, we always let the artist pick the song out of the interview from their catalog. What would you like us to play out of this interview?
Okay, let's see. Do we want it like rock and roll or?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, crank her up,
Yeah,
Jeff.
rock and roll. All right, let's play. Let me see. I'm trying to go back into my catalog here. I know. Started off with the first off Psychotic Supper, Changing the Weather. Put this in your pipe and smoke it.
Nice.
All right.
Jeff-Keith, you were...
Changing the Weather.
You bet, brother.
Cool.
You were always welcome back here on Rock and Metal Revival, Jeff. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, guys, and look forward to seeing you when we're get up to Wisconsin.